All right, this is the full levels entrepreneurs, real estate agents. So you kind of go from making 10K, 50K, 100K to 7, 8 plus figures, having more commission checks, more money, and scaling as fast as possible. Then this is the video for you. I built my business to a $500 million production team this year alone with the Royal Circle, my wife Melanie. And last year, did about $101 million in production, which is about $3+ million in payouts. You kind of see how powerful the system is. And I've learned after coaching thousands of agents around the world, there's three main levels of being a real estate agent. And the first one kind of breaks down, those new agents or those just getting the business deal, trying to scale from zero to $100,000. That is kind of like stage one. And that is mostly, trading time for money. If you all know, trading time for money is almost always the first stage of building a business. Hello, Mel. Love you as always. Thanks for being here. And this should take you anywhere from 6 months to a year. That's kind of the sweet spot for this. So you're trading a high income service for a, big commission check, versus selling houses, doing lease deals is even possible. A little harder to make $100,000 plus in a year through lease transactions, but still possible. Now, on that point, though, the reason why I'm breaking down the first level so in depthly, as simple as it sounds, because most agents get it wrong. They spend so much time spinning their wheels, focusing on open houses, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, doing everything. And I'm a huge believer that the best kind of marketing is all kinds of marketing at a certain point. Let that sink in. The best kind of marketing is all kinds of marketing at a certain point. You shouldn't start on day one trying to do TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so forth all the same day, cold calling and door knocking. You might have not a whole lot of success because you're focusing on too many things at one time. If you're trying to earn huge commission checks and cost money super, super fast, you want to focus on one channel, one avatar, one kind of niche. If you're doing luxury, then just do luxury, or have some deals as well as they're coming in, but don't try to do too many things at once. Hello, Jen. Long time no see. Happy to have you here. And how can I think about for myself, and also on level one, especially, you want to play to your strengths. If you hate cold calling and door knocking, you probably shouldn't do that. Does it work? Of course it does. But if you hate doing that, it's not going to work that long for you. That is a huge part of that. I'm a big introvert. You probably can't tell, but I'm a huge introvert. I prefer to be on social media, on videos, on stages, not cold calling and door knocking. Have I done that? Of course. I've cold called, door knocked countless times. Actually, a little fun story for you guys. When I was 6 years old, I used to go door to door, knocking on strangers' houses and selling pictures my friends made from school for $30, $50. So I was selling, my friends' pictures for commissions pretty much as a salesperson age 6. And back then, I didn't mind. I like sales, I like talking to people. I'm still an introvert at the end of the day. And thanks so much, Jen. You as well. You've been on fire lately. I've been watching what you're doing. Super excited for you too. What's up, Isaac? Thanks for popping on here. Happy to have you here. For this popping on right now, guys, I'm breaking down the full levels of being a realtor or broker. Helping you scale from 6, 7, 8+ figures, make a fast amount of money as fast as possible in real estate. We just broke down level one. Level one is the sound, making that $0 to $100,000 in a 6-month to a 12-month time period. That's kind of the first level. And again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jordan.suber. I'm the co-founder of the Royal Circle with my wife Melanie, and also the group called Kingdom as well, coming out pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. We'll do about $500 million this year in volume, and I'm top 90 my brokers out 90 time agents globally. So I've done a lot of things. My background is marketing, which helped me a lot kind of get into position so quickly, that brand new agent. Now the full levels I'm mostly right now on level 3 myself personally. Level 4 you hear about pretty soon. Or those try and go from 8 to 9 plus figures. That's like the next level, super high up there. But level 1, 4 are like the foundation points to help you guys as fast as possible understand how to see business. If I would have known this set up 3, 5, 10 years ago, I'd probably be a billionaire today instead of 10 years from now. So I'm behind the curve, I guess. I didn't know this soon enough. And when I learned this, I knew I'd talk about you guys as well about how this works for yourself. So level 1 is $0 to $100,000 a year. It should take you 3 to 6 months to a year to do that. Level 2 is kind of more exciting. Before I share that with you though, if you're watching this right now, let me know down in the chat box. If you're watching this live or a replay. If you're doing it live, do hashtag kingdom. If you're doing it as a replay, do hashtag empire. I want to see what time you guys are watching this. Normally I go live at like 1 p.m. I've been jam-packed today. Lots of calls, lots of going on. So I'm here now. And also, before we break down level 2, 3, and 4, number 4 and 3 are the most impactful. Make sure you stay to the end for that one. But if you guys not seen so already, Robert Kiyosaki has a rich dad, poor dad quadrant, the matrix he made. And also news what that is, on this little square, on the left-hand side, he has employee. Employee is the left side. Below that is self-employed. This is kind of similar to the 4 levels of entrepreneurship or being a real estate agent. Our goal is to stop trading time for money from E and go to S, which is self-employed. In most cases, this is still level 1. Now we're trading our time personally for more money. And to me, being a real estate agent by itself is kind of like being a freelancer. You probably hate to hear that, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like being a freelancer. I'm finding buyers and sellers to trade my time for those services. So I'm freelancing myself and working for a brokerage. Now, on the right-hand side is business owner. This is having a system, having employees, and so forth. But it goes into level 2 of our 4 levels of real estate agents. Level 2 is trading somebody else's time for money. And this is how you scale. Having huge amounts of income and time, importantly, it's all about leverage. If you understand leverage, you can literally take over the world or have the best life you wanted, the royal life. And for us as agents, this could be a lot of different things. This could be having a ISA work for you, a transaction coordinator, a sales agent, a selling agent, a buyer's agent, an assistant, employees, a tech person, and so forth. I'm going to be training their time, per se, to help me make more income. And when you're doing level 2, the goal is to be making at least minimum 6 figures to $1 million in the next 6 months to a year. And I know you're probably thinking right now, Jordan, you told me just now I want to make 6 figures on level 1 in 6 months to a year. Now I'm going to make 7 figures almost on level 2 in the same amount of time frame. Exactly. And it sounds crazy because when you think about this, you're not trading your time anymore. You're trading the time of other people. It's like having an army. You personally probably can't service 100 people in a year. Some can. That's about $1 million. In some places, 30 homes in a year is $1 million in take home. But you have an ISA, a TC, an agent working with you as well. Then it's really easy to scale super quickly. And again, I'm going to do probably about $500 million this year in volume, and I could not do that by myself. At least not at this stage in my business, and also my focus is not doing that. I'm at leverage and scalability. So for you yourself thinking as well, think about how can you scale as fast as possible. And that's going to be through level 2, trading time, other people's time for money. So far, guys, you broke down level 1 and level 2. If you're in the chat box right now, let me know in the chat box, what level are you on right now? Level 1 or level 2? Are you still doing houses yourself? Or do you have employees, people working with you, help you scale as fast as possible? Now, on next level, level 3, is really close and corresponds super well to Rich Dad's Poor Dad level 4 in his scenario. It's kind of level 4 as well for this one too, similar. That is investor. Investor is I'm trying to buy something or have something that can scale without my time or somebody else's time. That makes sense? You want to scale something without your personal time or somebody else's. It's going to be software, buying real estate, having an e-commerce store, or buying digital real estate, having info products, and so forth. That's why when you see all these super successful agents in the world, almost all of them have books, they have courses, and so forth. Because it's the most scalable thing out there. I can only scale staff so long before it becomes super hard to manage that. And for myself, I have a best-selling book, my wife Melanie, called Real Estate Secrets. This helps me scale a lot quicker along my coaching programs, my online courses, and so forth. That is super scalable because it is a product. So you want to have level 3 level kind of services. This is going to be $1 million to $5 million, either in revenue or business evaluation, one of the two. Let's kind of go with that one. For me and my wife Melanie, our main focus nowadays is going to be mostly level 3 stuff. How can I scale a software? How can I scale my real estate portfolios? How can I scale info products and so forth? That's kind of the goal that you're looking for. So you pop out right now, guys. I just broke down 3 of the 4 levels of breaking down how to have the 4 levels of being a real estate agent. Level 1 is selling your own time for money. What's up, Sandra? Happy to have you here. It is selling your time for money. That is normally the goal is at least $100,000 in a 6 months to a year-long period. Level 2, I broke down, is all about breaking down, trading other people's time for their money, for money for yourself. So having employees, staff, other agents working for you, and so forth. Thanks for the love. I really appreciate it. Happy to have you here. And level 3 is going to be scaling without other people's time or your time. This is software, info products, best-selling books like mine, and so forth. That's level 3. Level 4 is a super exciting one. The goal for this is at least $5 million to $20 million revenue or at least net worth through that business. Because level 4, you no longer care as much about actual income and cash flow. Level 3 and 2, free cash flow is everything. That's king. And for myself, I had financial freedom in 1 year because I did transactions, became a top producing agent, left level 1, did level 2. Level 2 is trading other people's time for money, which was building a team. Now I'm a team of 125 people across 20 states and 2 countries. So now I have enough cash flow coming into my account and my wife's account that I can stop working forever. That was level 2 for me. Level 3 was now me selling more books, me doing info products and courses and so forth. That was my level 3, making softwares. And at level 4, you no longer care about having, cash flow because your main goal is now ownership and equity. Hello, Mom. As always, thank you for being here. I love you. But level 4 is all about having, ownership, not just money or cash flow. And this could be, absorbing companies, absorbing teams that are out there, and so forth. I want to find a way that I can have a team either join me at the Royal Circle or let me own part of the brokerage, own part of the company. And that way, you can scale way quicker, and equity is much more important. For example, if you have a brokerage or a company that is doing at least $100,000 a month of revenue, that means that company is worth like $10 million. Because most business valuations out there is a 10x multiplier, at least for real estate, subscriptions, and so forth. So your team is revenuing around $100,000 every single month, your business is probably worth at least minimum $1 to $10 million. If your business is doing $1 million a month, then you're worth, $10 to $100 million in net worth. It's that range. Minimum is to be, that 10x multiplier. With myself, if I was to equate my net worth in real estate language and like evaluations, it's like $60 million. For me as a business owner, it's probably more like 5 at the very highest as a net worth thanks to my opportunities with my business. Which is why it's so important to have more equity and ownership of companies. Like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they are billionaires, but they don't have $1 billion in income they can spend in one day. Because their goal is net worth. They use that to buy more businesses, take bigger bets, and so forth. Also could be partnerships or part ownership. And here's a caveat for you guys. If you ever become a partner of somebody else's brokerage, team, or business, you have to evaluate what are the skills needed and missing. Because people only do partnerships for one of 3 reasons. Number 1 is that they have money that you don't have, and vice versa. That is a big asset that you want to have. Number 2 is that they have skills that you don't have. Maybe they're good at marketing, or a CFO, or a CEO. They're good for being leadership and charismatic, and so forth. And the last one is connections. Those are the 3 main reasons why people become partners. If this makes sense, guys, make sure you smash that like button, give me some love. If you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe as well to my channel. I go live, guys, thanks so much for the love. I go live every single week around Tuesday at 1 p.m., give or take. Kind of just breaking down what I'm learning, what I'm doing myself personally in my businesses and my life. Again, my team would probably do about $500 million a year in volume. And I'm top 9 my brokerage out of 900 globally as a leader, thanks to what I'm teaching right now through these practices. It's more like documentation for myself. And again, I heard Alex Mosey say, it's been so cool to see people like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk document their journey when they're first starting out. My goal, become a billionaire in the next 5 to 10 years, help about 1 billion people in the world live better lives, help agents like you make 7+ figure businesses. That's why I do this. Hello, Estella. Happy to see you here as always. Thanks for popping on. That's my goal for myself. Hope you guys make 7+ figure businesses as fast as possible. Technically, 100,000 agents is my goal for that. So level 4 is all about, having some kind of way to have a huge net worth, huge equity. For this popping on, guys, the 4 levels of being a real estate agent is as follows. Number 1 is going to be selling your own time for money, which is selling houses. And this goal for this is going to be anywhere from $100,000. It goes with a minimum of $10K to $100,000. That's level 1. Level 2 is train other people's time for money. And it's going to be more like, $100,000 to $1 million are kind of the point for this. Hiring employees, VAs, ICAs, and so forth. They go for that one. Level 3, like myself, is selling my best-selling book, courses, and so forth. Again, guys, I have something super special coming out to you guys this week on Thursday or Friday. You're going to love. It is by far my best and craziest offer ever done in my entire life. You're going to love a lot. On point level 3 about selling stuff that has no your time. This is info products, softwares, books, and so forth. Level 4 is about ownership and having equity in brokerages, teams, and businesses or real estate. You're kind of level 4 for that. Guys, if this is helpful for you, let me know by dropping some more likes for us. And also, comment below. What should I do next? What do you want to hear about? What do you want to learn about? Marketing, ads, social media, building your business, becoming a leader, and so forth. Here to help you guys out. I do these for you every single week. As always, you're all kings and queens, and abundance is your birthright. Heroes to the royal life. And I'll see you at the top.